say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. And oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
This is Mike Parton, the President and CEO of Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative, and welcome to our 82nd annual meeting. We're coming to you this afternoon from high atop Jasper Highlands here at Pat Summit, and overlooking the beautiful Sequatchie Valley, looking down on the Tennessee River and the bridge there at South Pittsburgh. We've got several folks lined up for you today. Pretty soon you're going to hear from our board chairman, Mr. Mike Jordan. We're going to talk a little bit about the board of directors. We're also going to hear from TVA and also the Tennessee Electric Co-op Association, Mr. David Callis. We appreciate you being a part of Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative. It's one of the beauties of public power and the public power model is that we're all members and we're all part of something bigger. Our theme this year is that we're building a brighter Tennessee. And for 82 years we've been working hard each and every day to do just that for you. You know, if you look around the beauty that we have in the Sequatchie Valley and the mountains and the valleys, as you can see behind me, you know, those things haven't changed for years and years and years. But we are changing. As Electric Cooperative, we're always evolving. We're always working hard for you to do more, to be more. That's what brought us into the broadband business. 82 years ago, that's what brought the folks of this area into the electric business. To give back to you, to be of a service to you. So again, thank you for joining us today. I want to tell you one important thing about the door prizes. This year we're giving a $100 bill credit for a person from each district, our 4 districts that we have. So we're going to be giving $400 away today. All you got to do is go onto our website and sign up there or put your name in the comments here on Facebook. Again, thank you for being a member of Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative. We're proud to have you, we're proud to work for you, we're proud to be a servant to you. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to the 2021 Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative Annual Meeting. I'm Mike Jordan and the Chairman of the Sequatchie Valley Electric Board of Directors. Before we get started, let me encourage you to register for a door prize by either commenting on the Facebook presentation or you can go to the website and register. There will be a drawing with one prize for each district. Please be sure and go in and register for a prize. I'm pleased to stand before you this evening representing the Board of Directors of Sequatchie Valley Electric as we report on the health of the electric cooperative. We have started to see the light at the end of the tunnel in regards to the COVID pandemic. During the pandemic, we learned several lessons about customer service and customer expectations, and we plan to use those lessons. I'm glad you chose to join us this evening for a few minutes. to hear about the state of your cooperative. I'm very proud of the job that our team does at Sequatchie Valley Electric. I want to say a very special thank you to the employees of Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative, SV Propane, and SVE Connect. These men and women work hard each and every day, so on behalf of myself and the board, we would like to thank them for a job well done. Now I want to introduce to you the 2021 Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative Board of Directors. From District 1 in Marion County is Bob Sherrill. District 2 in Marion County is Randy Gilliam. District 3 in Marion County is Bobby Gravitt. District 4 in Marion County is Roger Powell. District 5 in Grundy County is Michael Jordan. In District 6 is Judy Fults in Grundy County. District 7 is Jerry Dodden Thomas from Grundy County. District 8 is Daniel Davenport from Sequatchie County. District 9 is Billy Gaston from Sequatchie County. District 10 is Travis Smith from Bledsoe County. And District 11 is Johnny Nale from Bledsoe County. This year, 2 directors, Bob Sherrill and Johnny Nale, were elected to 4-year terms to serve on the Sequatchie Valley Electric Board of Directors. Thanks to all the directors for their service. At this time, we'll hear a few words about the state of the cooperative from the statewide manager, David Callis, and Amy Edge, the TVA customer service manager. Then our own president and CEO, Mike Parton, will give you an update on the cooperative to wrap things up. Thanks again for being with us tonight. It is our pleasure to serve you as your total energy provider.
TVA is so very pleased to call Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative a long-term partner for a whole host of reasons. First and foremost is our joint commitment of service to the members that are served by both TVA and Sequatchie Valley. Partnering with our local power companies to make life better for the people of the Valley is foundational to our purpose. It is in fact our mission. We are exceptionally blessed here in the Valley with TVA and our local power companies operating under a unique public power model that allows us to focus on service and reinvest revenues directly back into the communities we jointly serve. We don't have shareholders like investor-owned utilities, we have stakeholders, and so we can direct our attention to serving the people as opposed to filling investor pocketbooks. At the core of what we do is energy, economic development, and environmental stewardship. And we do these things while ensuring we don't compromise reliability or rates as low as feasible. That is what we wake up committed to doing every morning and work to protect and continually improve every day. Here at Sequatchie Valley, you have a very talented leadership team, one that is committed to those they serve and are continually working towards progress for any challenges and opportunities that arise. And not only locally, but also with Mike's engagement and leadership at the state and national levels in working with both TICA and NRECA. He not only cares about the people of this area, but the people across the Tennessee Valley. I can't begin to express how grateful we feel to have a partner like Sequatchie Valley and a leader like Mike and his entire leadership team, board, and workforce. As the last 16 months have demonstrated, we never know what tomorrow might bring in the way of challenges or opportunities. But I will tell you that even through an unprecedented pandemic, Sequatchie Valley never wavered in its commitment to its members nor in its partnership with TVA. The benefits of public power are on full display here at Sequatchie Valley, and we look forward to continuing to serve the people of this area through our relationship with Mike and the entire team for decades to come. Thank you for inviting TVA to share our message with you, and we wish each of you a very safe, healthy, and brightly lit fall season. Thank you.
Hi there, I'm David Callis. I'm the CEO of the Tennessee Electric Cooperative Association, and I'm honored to work for you and the other 2.5 million Tennesseans who get their electricity from an electric cooperative. I'm sorry that we can't be together for this meeting, but I'm very happy to have the opportunity to reach out to you. At the start of last year, none of us had any idea about the challenges we would face going forward. We've been through a lot in the past year and a half. It's very possible that you or someone you know has been impacted by the pandemic. You may have even lost someone close to you. If so, my heart goes out to you. Life has changed. We've all had to adjust our way of doing our jobs to keep our employees safe. Our line workers have to wear protective equipment every day to keep them safe doing their jobs. That's just part of the job. And now we're all more aware about being safer and protecting our health, for others, for our families, and for you. My congratulations to the board and the employees at Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative for doing a fantastic job running your co-op during the past year, and in particular, being able to do so during a pandemic. I know Mike Parton, your board of directors, and a lot of the employees here very well, and I know that each and every one of them are dedicated to doing their best every single day to keep the lights on. At the Tennessee Electric Cooperative Association, we're part of that team. Through the pages of the Tennessee Magazine, we've tried to keep you informed about issues during the pandemic, things that affect you, like the cost of your electricity and ways that you can keep your family safe and secure. We also do a lot of other things behind the scenes to protect your cooperative. My staff and I have stayed busy during this time and worked closely with our co-ops. We've worked together with our political leaders on the state and the national level to get the assistance that is needed for our rural areas. When the economy's in bad shape, it impacts rural areas far more dramatically than urban areas. We know that, and we remind our political leaders that every time we meet with them. But we will get through it. If there's one thing that's certain about us, it's that we're tough enough to rise to the occasion. We've done it before. We faced pandemics, a Great Depression, stock market crashes, and many other crises. The situation may be tough, but we're tougher, especially when we face things together. Our economy and the pandemic seem to be improving. We will get through it by going through it together. In fact, there's nothing more co-op than facing adversity together and helping each other out. That's how we got started. And that's another fact about rural communities. We're used to relying on ourselves and each other to make things better. You've probably heard a lot about energy policy in the news lately. As policymakers in Washington, D.C. work toward a future that depends on electricity as the primary energy source for much of the economy, electric cooperatives are already taking necessary steps to prepare. Electric cooperatives across the nation are driving innovation in areas such as solar energy, battery storage, electric vehicles, and even carbon capture. But as those changes are promoted, any transition needs to be accomplished over a reasonable and realistic time frame. In the electric utility industry, we're used to dealing with changing energy laws and regulations in our industry, but any changes must be accomplished in a way that keeps the cost of your electricity low. You need safe, reliable, and affordable energy. That's our North Star in dealing with proposed changes. We were created to bring positive change to the nation's rural communities. That's what we've done since 1936. And that's what Mike Parton and his board do for you and what we continue to do every single day. Thank you for being an active member of your cooperative. It's important for you as a member owner of your co-op to stay informed. And as someone who works for you, I appreciate your involvement. Be safe.
Well, this is Mike Parton again, your president and CEO at Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative. Welcome back. What a great group of speakers we've had talking about the cooperative from Mr. Jordan, and he talked about our board of directors, and I want to personally say thank you on behalf of the employees for the job that you do to make our job possible as we all work together to serve our members. So thank you again to our board of directors. To our employees, let me just say, I appreciate the job that you all have done throughout this past year and each and every day to serve our members. It's important that we all understand that we have a mission of service, and you all do such a fantastic job at that. Throughout this pandemic, our employees have stepped up and they have leaned into the challenges that we've faced. So from myself and the Board of Directors, again, thank you so very much for the job that you've done. You just heard also from our partners at TECA, the Tennessee Electric Cooperative Association, and our generation and transmission partner, TVA. You heard from Amy Edge. We appreciate so much their partnership as we work each and every day to make life better for the members that we serve here in the Sequatchie Valley and surrounding area. Again, this is our 82nd annual meeting. Wow, you just think about the businesses that you know that are over 80 years old, and there's not many of them. We're proud to stand before you today on the shoulders of those giants that have come before us. They faced a lot of challenges, as we have throughout this past year. And we've learned from that experience. As we move forward and we talk today about the state of the co-op, I just want to say a special thanks to those that have come before us, our retirees and those that have worked tirelessly to make this community a better place to live and work. We've talked today about the co-op's mission, that we're here to build a brighter future. And that's something that we work hard to do each and every day. As we look at our financial statement, and I'm proud to report on the finances of the cooperative this year at our annual meeting, just give you some numbers, and all of you will be getting these financials in your Tennessee magazine that'll be coming very soon. We had total assets of $149 million, $239,862. As we look at our revenues and expenses, our operating revenue, which came from our sales, our electric sales, was $88,570,052. Of that, $62 million, a little over $62 million, was for purchased power from TVA. We had operating expenses of $9.6 million. Maintenance expenses of $4.5 million. We had depreciation that accounted for about $6.6 million, for a total operating margin of $5.1 million. If you add in interest expense, our total operating margin then went down to $3.4 million. We had other income of a little over $500,000, $547,000. Most of that was derived from our heat pump loan program and investments that we have. With a net margin of, in the year 2020, of a net margin of $3.9 million. To be precise, $3,965,443. One of the beauties of a cooperative, and especially here in the Tennessee Valley, is that we take our net margins and we plow them back into our system. Very glad to report that we are a very strong financial, with a great financial health cooperative. We lead the region in our financial health and our low debt that we have per consumer. Those are things that we're proud of. But as we look at the cooperative and we talk about the health and the finances of the cooperative, I'll go back to a statement I made just a few moments ago. We take that margin and we put it back into the system. That's the beauty of the public power model. We're not taking those net margins and giving them to a group of stockholders somewhere trying to drive a stock price up. What we're trying to do is make life better in the Sequatchie Valley. We're trying to build a brighter future. And so we take those margins and we put them back into our system. And we do that several different ways. We invest back into our system. We do that in infrastructure. I'm proud to report to you that in the very near future, we'll be building a new substation in the Lewis Chapel community. The Sequatchie County area is growing very rapidly, And to relieve the pressure from our Brush Creek Dunlap station, we'll be spending about $6 million to build a new substation in the fast-growing Lewis Chapel Mountain area. We also have been investing in broadband. Many of you know the laws changed a couple years ago and we were able to get into the high-speed internet business. I'm proud to say that we have built to every home and business here in Marion County. The law prohibits us from being able to overbuild where telephone co-ops are, but so we took the plan to go into the rest of the area that's not served by a telephone co-op. And so we're excited to report that every home and business now in Marion County has access to up to a gig of internet service. You just think about the pandemic that we've all just come through. What if a couple years ago the pandemic had hit? Folks didn't have access to internet at their home. What would the school children do that were working on their schoolwork? What about folks that were sent home to work from home? So we're very pleased to report that we've been able to stand in the gap to make life better for the citizens that we serve. That's really what a cooperative does, isn't it? Gives back to the members. It looks for opportunities to be of service where there's a need for service. And that's what your board of directors and the staff at Sequatchie Valley Electric did. They formed SV Connect and are striving each and every day to make that service better and stronger and provide more services and opportunities. As you also know, we're in the propane business. A few years ago, we started a company called SV Propane. We bought a small company called Blaylock Propane on the plateau. In this past year, we were able to purchase and merge into our business Tri-County Propane owned by Mr. Estill Knight. And so that business continues to expand. We talk a lot about being a solutions provider and a total energy provider. That's what we're trying to do by investing back into our system. As we talk about this brighter future that we look forward to each and every day, as we strive for each and every day, as we work for each and every day, we're talking about infrastructure, but we also talk about the next generation. What are we doing as a cooperative to make life better, to make the future brighter for the next generation? Some of the things that we do, we have a program called Bright Ideas, where we give grants to school systems and teachers to do innovative things in the classroom. It's one of the things that we can do where we can give back to make the future brighter for the kids that live each and every day here in our service territory. We also invest in our employees as well. You know, we've got a young, energetic, smart workforce here at Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative with great ideas and great ambitions. And we want to be a catalyst as they grow in their career. We want to be a catalyst to give them the tools to be able to serve you, the members, better. Because you all are always asking for new, innovative things to do. And so we try to have a workforce that's there to serve you for that. Another way that we're working to build a brighter future is that we're working for brighter communities as well. This past year, I'm proud to say, throughout this pandemic with our partner at TVA, we gave back $43,000 to food banks, to the cancer societies and those kind of things, that where the money went directly back to those that we serve. There's a huge need there. We recognized that need. We leaned into that need and we stepped up and we made a difference along with our partners at TVA and our communities. A few years ago, and I've talked about this many times to you before, one of the best things that we have ever done at the cooperative is start a program called SVE Cares. When we talk about giving back to the community, when we talk about building a brighter future, giving back is part of what our mission is. And so that's why we started SVE Cares. We've said this thing many times, that small change changes lives. As you all know, we round up your electric bill to the next dollar. And by doing that, taking those few pennies each month and putting them in a pool together as members of the cooperative, we've been able to be the conduit to give back over $3 million to the community. Some of that goes to individuals. They may be struggling with sickness or have lost their job, and they make application to us, and we try to put that money back in their hands to make house payments or be able to pay for doctor visits. We also give it to organizations as well. This past year, I'm proud to report that we were able to give $144,511 back to the membership through SVE Cares, bringing that to a total of over $3 million. And I'd like to recognize those board members that serve without pay as volunteers to be able to give this money back. Miss June Moss, who represents Marion County, along with Shereen Stewart. Shereen just replaced one of our longtime board members, Miss Ophelia Bryant, that just passed away. So welcome to the board, Shereen. We're looking forward to having you. Miss Ann Smith, who represents the Sequatchie County area. Karen Reimer, who represents Grundy County. And also Jim Whitaker, who represents Bledsoe County. Thank you all for serving, and thank you to the membership for giving back those small amounts, that small change that truly does change lives. Another way that we're building a brighter future for our communities that we're so proud to report at this 82nd annual meeting is that we invest in infrastructure and innovation. We've talked a little bit about in the Tennessee Magazine, but I want to share with you the exciting news that over the next year or so that we've taken advantage of an opportunity that TVA has given us. For so long, for 80 plus years, we've had an all requirements contract from TVA, which means that we purchase all of our power from TVA. Now they've allowed us to take 5% of our contract purchases and be able to buy that from some other source. I'm proud to say that we'll be building a solar farm in the valley in the very near future where we can be able to see the savings that come from the innovative technology of solar power. Stay tuned for that. You're going to hear a whole lot more as we get into our solar program down the road. Because we know and understand that our nation's energy infrastructure is changing. And so as your local cooperative, we want to be on the cutting edge of that. We don't want to wake up one day and find that our world's changed around us. We want to be a part of that change. We want to be a driver of innovation and technology. When we talk about things like solar, when we talk about things like a smart grid, those are things that we want to be involved in. Those are things that we need to be investing in. And so we're excited to report at this 82nd annual meeting that even as our world is changing, even as our business is changing, Sequatchie Valley is on the leading edge of that. And I appreciate the board of directors standing behind us as we move towards innovation, new ideas, new technology, new investment. And I appreciate the employees that are working hard each day, bringing forth ideas of new and exciting ways that we can serve you, the membership. You know, we're people that build stuff. We build infrastructure. We build connections. We build hope, and we build opportunity. That's what electric cooperatives do. We build a brighter future. We build a brighter Tennessee. So on behalf of all of us at Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative, thank you for joining us this evening to share just a little bit of the exciting things that are taking place at Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative. Great things are continue to come. We look forward to hopefully next year being together again face to face. Thank you and have a great evening.